What is going on, my glorious people? And today I wanted to talk about a few NBA rumors, and then obviously these will be chopped up into their individual videos. If you guys just want to watch the individual videos, go ahead and watch that. Also, there are timestamps down below if you guys just want to skip ahead to your rumor. We got a few things to cover: Pascal Siakam and the end of those Raptors Kings talks, and maybe a dark horse team like the Warriors. We of course also have other news along the lines of untouchables on the Hawks and who's available for trade on the Hawks. Additionally, we do have the Kings are evaluating Harrison Barnes, Kevin Huerter, and Davion Mitchell's trade value, while Bojan Bogdanovic is drawing a lot of trade interest. Additionally, final thing, Mr. Chris Paul broke his hand, but that won't impact his trade value as it's only going to keep him out for like a month or so. So let's get right into it. The first rumor is going to be, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right with the show. So let's start off with the Sacramento Kings. They're evaluating the trade value of Harrison Barnes, Kevin Huerter, and Davion Mitchell, to be specific. This is coming from Jake Fisher of Yahoo Sports. So the Sacramento Kings are calling opposing front offices to determine the trade value of Harrison Barnes, Davion Mitchell, and Kevin Huerter. Collectively, those guys do equate to $37 million, which is Pascal Siakam's trade value, which I did tell you guys that if there was a Pascal Siakam deal, Kevin Huerter, Harrison Barnes, and Davion Mitchell would be the package with picks. The Kings have made it known that Keegan Murray is untouchable, as he would not be moved in a package for Pascal Siakam. The Kings did recently promote Chris Duarte to the starting lineup in place of Kevin Huerter. Barnes signed a 3-year, $54 million extension with the Kings last June, and Kevin Huerter is in the, I believe now, the second year of a extension he had signed with the Hawks. That is relatively cheap. So it'll be interesting to see how this all turns out and what's going to be the exact, I guess you would say, modus operandum that this team operates with. But let me hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys expect from the Kings? And let's get into the rest of the reporting I've done regarding the Kings right here. Let me hear your thoughts on the rest of this video. The Pistons say we won't trade him, but guess what? All reality is everybody has their price. Bojan Bogdanovic more than definitely has one himself. So Bojan Bogdanovic so far this season with the Detroit Pistons at 34 years old is averaging 19.8 points while shooting 45% from the field, 38.7% from three on like a bunch of attempts. Like it feels like almost 10 threes a game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal a night. And what does Bojan Bogdanovic bring you? He's making like $20 million a year. This guy is still one of the best shooters in the world. He can spot up, he can pull up, he can off the dribble. He's got the ability to run the pick and roll, put the rock on the floor, and he can get to the free throw line. He's a creative bucket getter. He's not really a good defender, and he doesn't really have the athleticism. But, dude, his offensive ability is going to allow him to play long into his career. So, for me, if you're a team like... This is where it gets difficult. So... Teams that would love Bojan Bogdanovic: the Phoenix Suns, the Miami Heat, the Los Angeles Lakers, the New York Knicks. There's a lot of teams. Any team that needs firepower. The Minnesota Timberwolves need him. Where do you guys think a guy like Bojan Bogdanovic could end up? Here's the rest of the reporting we have on the Pistons, as they're expected to trade for vets very soon. Rumor has it, who? Rumor has it, who? Buddy Hield's on the trade block. Feels like we've known for a while that Buddy Hield could be traded, but at this point, Buddy Hield's one of the greatest shooters in the world. So far this season, Buddy Hield's averaging 13 points, which is down from 17, but he's also playing his least amount of minutes since 2017-2018, which was his third season, and that's also when he averaged like 13 points a night. He's shooting 44% from the field, 38 from three, which is down from his career 40% 3.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. He's a guy who has career averages of 30 minutes a night, 16 points, 43.4% from the field, 40% from three, 4.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists a game. What do you get with Buddy Hield? You get the 6'5" natural born firepower sniper. Literally one of the most reliable three-point shooters in the league. Will not ever be shook. His confidence is always there. He can finish in transition. He can, put the rock on the floor and be a secondary playmaker. He's not the best at getting his own shot, but he's an Iron Man, barely misses games, and the only problem with him is he's a liability on defense. But a team that needs three-point shooting, okay, like if you look at team stats, the NBA team three-point percentage, I want to say the worst teams in the league right now are, let's see, worst three-point shooting teams in the league currently. San Antonio Spurs could use a Buddy Hield. Detroit Pistons, Utah Jazz, Los Angeles Lakers, Washington Wizards, Portland Trailblazers, Cleveland Cavaliers, Chicago Bulls, Atlanta Hawks, Brooklyn Nets. Really, the Hawks and the Nets probably not, but the Bulls could use Buddy Hield, and they could give up like Ayo DeSumo and Pat Will, and they probably could get him, in my opinion. They're, Cleveland would love him, okay, and they would. That one's a little tougher, a little harder to get, but Utah, they have the pieces to do it. The Pistons have the pieces. The Spurs, those are all teams that I think could easily eat that deal. What are your guys' thoughts? So Chris Paul broke his hand. He'll be out for a few weeks, and he's one of the best trade chips that the Warriors have, even though he's been playing great. The Warriors will still have to consider moving him if they want to get somebody else. The injury will keep him past the trade deadline, but it doesn't figure to impact his trade value as he's out indefinitely requiring hand surgery. Now, CP3 at the ripe age of like 38 is averaging 9 points, 43% from the field, 36% from three, about 7 assists a night, 4 rebounds a game, a steal in 28 minutes, which is career low minutes. But he's still balling. And we're hearing that they're interested in Pascal Siakam, that he could be moved for a guy like if you package Chris Paul, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody for Pascal Siakam and like Otto Porter, I think everybody's cool with that deal, in my opinion. I'm serious. Like, Warriors fans, what do you guys think? Like, it just goes to show like the frustration that they're having with everything that's going on within the organization, and we know that they are a team that are expected to make a move. So for me, I think that's just generally one of the more interesting things, in my opinion. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Chris B. Haynes of the Stein, well, I almost said sign like Chris B. Haynes of the Uncaught but Beecher Report, whatever. I don't know why I butchered that, but either way, Chris B. Haynes says the Golden State Warriors are a team to watch for Pascal Siakam. There's a wild horse team out there that I've been told to look out for by rival executives, the Golden State Warriors. I do think ultimately this will be the trade deadline that Pascal Siakam is moved. I said it. Pascal Siakam and Otto Porter Jr. for Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, Chris Paul, and 1 first-round pick, 4 seconds. Who says no? But why would they do it? Chris Paul his trade value isn't impacted because he's technically an expiring. Like, his contract is very, very nice. A team like the Raptors would like his contract. And the thing is, by getting Pascal Siakam, that agility and speed is so formidable next to Curry. And also, they could trade Andrew Wiggins if they wanted, instead of doing Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga deal with Moses Moody. But I think Chris Paul has more trade value than Andrew Wiggins. But, dude, literally imagine Pascal Siakam, Steph Curry out there, and Brandon Podziemski, Draymond Green running the floor. Dude, Pascal Siakam has that spin move that kills people and attacks the rim, and he's a tireless defender on the perimeter, which is something that they have need. And the guy can go in clutch times. The only thing with him is his three-point shots kind of whack. But guess what? Pascal don't care. They'll figure it out. So here's the rest of our reporting on what we know about the Warriors. Let me hear your guys' thoughts. Well, that's the end of the video for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys like these full length kind of long videos. The last one we did well and a good watch time. So that's where I want to hear your guys' opinions. Do you guys like how we do these? We just talk about all the trades and then I edit them individually into their own shtick. But besides that, I hope you guys do have a great day, because I know I will. Till next time, guys. Puppies out.